Throwing on third down, Newton. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a 1st down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short.
Whoa! Man, they gave this shit to him.
Here we go with McCaffrey. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the 1st down either. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore. And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Check. 13.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. To throw is Breeze. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this 1st quarter. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Breeze.
Ain't no doubt about it.
Hey, bro, I ain't even gonna lie. You get down. I ain't even gonna lie. You get down there.
Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 11. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey, and he'll be brought down here at the 28. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Yeah, he ain't giving no real game.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes.
Well, then let's just quit this
game. On the ground.
Ain't no sense in wasting no time laughing.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
My bad, Cam, bro.
Now a run for Barner. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there and also a first down.
Dadecounty, you playing in the game right now?
Yeah,
What for do you?
Here's Newton. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Yeah.
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers.
Hey, Dad.
Yo.
You seen that motherfucking the movie they had based in Florida? That shit Crawl about the hurricane with the gators and shit.
I heard about it, but I ain't sure.
I went and seen that shit tonight at the movie.
To McCaffrey.
It was straight, bro.
And he gets this inside the 35.
It was one of the movies that I'm glad I saw it at the theater. You know, the sound effects and the big screen make the movie better. But if I were to watch it at home, I probably wouldn't really enjoy it like that. It was one of those movies, bro.
Where holes are going to be before they actually open, I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Finding room to the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up first downs.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. They'll give it to him up the middle. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Hey, 20.
Now Newton on 3rd and goal. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out that just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 16. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Bree's going to try and throw on 3rd down. The open man is Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze.
Thank you.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football. And they didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll make it a second down. From the gun, here's Newton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. To throw on third down. Newton. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi.
Oh, I messed it up. Oh.
Sounds good.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked by Kevon Seymour. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it. Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
So I can't throw the fucking ball.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. The Panthers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
So I can't jump. Come on, man. Stop this bullshit.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense, as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Newton. He's going to rifle one deep left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson.
Well, from what we've seen thus far, this is not a formula for winning football. When you have more turnovers than points scored, that's a tough way to try and win a game.
Easy, kill. Well.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Breeze now on 1st down. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A gain of 32 that time. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. From the gun, it's Breeze. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. They'll try and run. Ingram. And he's going to go down in the field play. So they say no field goal try, and time has run out on this first half. So
you ain't know what you had?
Halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead in the locker room. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? you adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Von Bell up to make the tackle.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the past, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They're all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Panthers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6.
Do something. That's right now. Hey.
Out of the gun, Newton. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down. Where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Ready? 21. Ready, my shot.
Play action. Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And my goodness, another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. The interception was...
All right, bro. I ain't calling this shit down, brother. Defense? Yeah, defense. You ain't gonna always have your offense, so you gotta do something. I'm ready, bro. You heard me, bro? I'm ready.
They just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll go down at the 28. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too caught.
And now here's another interception. Dante Jackson picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. They give it and they take it away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And that one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Credit the tackle to Kurt Coleman.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Here's Newton now on second down. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Panthers on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Newton buying time, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Alex Okafor in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down.
Let's go, JP.
This nigga holding time out and shit. This nigga slow.
User, he ain't quick to tell you that score now, is
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football.
Ho!
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will make our score 9-0. Same story continues. He's the only one that scored for them, their kicker, with all the points.
So now when we hear the chants of MVP, MVP, they're definitely aimed at him because he has been the only guy who's put points on the board in this game.
Kickers are always either the hero or the GOAT. So far, he's definitely the hero. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Trying to lay one up. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 44 yards. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Kill! Hey, kill! 11.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do, and that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Breeze, got to have this one. Another interception. And Shaq Thompson in the pick. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Yeah.
Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the 2nd half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Ready? You ready?
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But too strong. They get there and take him down.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's
my fucking God.
Anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Ready? You ready? Over.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith, 32 yards. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is down to 2. Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13 and also a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Hey! Do something!
On the ground, McCaffrey. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. This is McCaffrey, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Come on now. Express. 8, 8. 8, 8. Great.
Now it's Newton. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Well, there's a reason he's called Riverboat Ron. Rivera going to leave the offense out on 4th down. And now with the time of the play clock almost up, Ron Rivera's going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
What the fuck? This game is stupid.
They'll run. It's Barner. And he's got the first before he's brought down.
I had to go for them 4th down and 4. Run that bitch. Nigga won't run that more.
Breaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. And the Saints signal for another timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. McCaffrey. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup.
Come on, bro. You won, bro. You won, bro.
I guess the simple question.
Yeah, I know.
Why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game.
Niggas, bro. They make one out there, bro. They so garbage.
Hey, you gotta win how you
Some people
win.
get a little greedy, try to get that extra running.
You ran the ball the whole time. You was ass.
It don't matter.
Your ass on, boy.
Stop
Your
it.
trash ass on, boy.
Stop it. Stop it.
Trash.
Stop it.
Trash.
Me don't allow doodoo people in here, man. I'm gonna holler at you, man.
You.
Checkmate. Fuck wrong with him, cause I'm running the ball. Nigga, stop it. Shut your fuck ass up. Niggas always kind of like homes, man. Night, nigga. I'm 6-0 tonight. I ain't doing it.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
They keys, nigga.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium that's certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you?
I
loved
did.
the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
Talking about nigga Trav, but you gotta throw a point to me. What they do that? He ain't scored first quarter, he ain't scored second, he ain't scored third, he scored fourth. 7 on it. Come on, bro. Threw 7 picks with Drew Brees. Who's sorry? For real? I gotta go back to class. Let me know. If you got Drew Brees, you throw 7 picks. Who doodle? Suck ass nigga.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.
Where the fuck you know that at? Come on, bro. Be sorry, bro. I ain't even play offense right, bro.
So you make me dumb like that time.
You see that? Sorry, man. Tell the nigga to play no nigga named Tank. Name don't sound right. Tank. Told my baby mama I was going to sleep, man. It's mad a motherfucker. Hey Cam, you like that? 18 yards with Cam Newton still going. God damn. Say cheese.
So you dumb like that time.
Night, nigga. Let me see something. Hey, cuz, this nigga got 307 yards, bro.
307 yards.
307 yards, a touchdown, 7 picks. Listen to this, 59.2 rating quarterback. Now listen to mine. You expect me to lose off rip. 13.5 rating. 6 completions. 6 for 13, 18 yards. He get bad, nigga, lame, man. Hardly gonna crack ass, nigga. You see my dog. White boy, 30 rushes, 147 yards. Get loose. They was stopping at first. He good. Yeah, D, man. You ain't had to be out there like that. See? They all Saints player. They tap. I mean, buenas noches. Fuck.